Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is Rayge, and we're back today with a quick video in regards to how I typically play and start my day off. Just because I know a few players have asked me in the past in terms of like what they expect from me to do throughout a daily basis, and as well, especially if there's no events going on right now. I figure I'd show you guys. It's actually pretty chill. Not much going on right now with any events specifically, and more so just trying to capitalize on the web milestones, right? So first thing I do, log on, daily login streak. If you guys have this already, the raid sim, the streak milestones, all dailies, it does automatically populate, which is really nice. I'll hit continue here, and first thing that usually pops up after rewards is the calendar, right? So I'll just go ahead, I'll start collecting everything. Let's take a look here. We know that Jubilee is coming up, so that's why we have Pimtech coming. But yeah, the first time opening the game, usually all the energy's filled up, right? So generally what I like to do is just use up the energy first. So I start things off with the ISO 8 energy, just because this one usually runs out faster. So I have been farming the ones that have been lower, and a way you can check that is looking through different nodes. And I know this one specifically, I believe I was farming, let's see here, wrong one. 1-3, you can farm the controller ones as well as the support. I'm a little lower on the support level 1 ISO 8, so I've been actually farming this one here specifically. And we do have the event right now where we are trying to help out our alliance, but I don't have any refreshes right now. I also don't want to use power core, so I'm good for the time being right now. But yeah, there we go. Good to go for ISO 8 energy. As for the regular energy, guys, there's a couple of ones I do recommend if you're just planning to use it all. So if you go to campaign and you have unlocked Doom War Chapter 4, Chapter 4 is really nice because it is one of the few ones that you can actually farm teal gear elements. So even like specifically, my favorite is like 4.8 and 4.7 because they actually do have the augmented health catalyst parts here, and as well as the damage ones here. So both of them are really good. As well, you can also farm the uniques too, right? So for instance, if I scroll down here, you know, there's the bigger unique components, like you can see here, the Dark Knight. They have the remote access code. These are all ones I recommend. They also have the teal gear, the armor catalyst, and so forth. So these are all the ones I kind of pinpoint. Another one I would recommend actually farming, guys, is the unique specifically. With us kind of ramping up here, getting ready for the War Scourge, and Mystic Gear being you know, highly coveted right now, especially if you've been building up heroes as Guardians, or even Darkhold, or even just all those powerful Mystic characters. They're gonna need these uniques, right? So so Doom 3, 3.4, and 3.5, they're really good because they give you some really good catalysts, Mystic Gear here for the unique. So you can see here, I've been farming the Celestial Lattice, and as well as the sorry, I always get the name here, the Superior Shaggoth Ichor. So both of them, I have it pretty low right now just because I've been bringing up a lot of Mystic characters. So that is actually what I've been doing as of late, using my energy there. And as well, I encourage you guys, if you need characters like the legendaries like Jubilee coming up, obviously Pimtech right now, they have the multiplier for double drop. So keep that in mind as well. But typically that's my day, right? You know, what's going on throughout the weeks that I need to farm. But otherwise, those are the main ones I like to take a look at. Doom Chapter 3, Chapter 4 do have a lot of really good materials there. As well as next up, we have the challenges, right? So generally these are open all the time. And if you have maxed ability, it's easy, right? You just go through and do the auto wins. The biofuel, I made a video on this as well, guys. If you are having difficulties getting through the very end, then make a team for that to go through it. But and then we also have the medical supply run here. And to be quite honest, right now there isn't any blitz events, but there is actually one that's going on in terms of if you want to capitalize the milestones, but you won't likely have issues. So I'll just minimize here and go and show you guys here on the web store. We have this one that's called the Unstoppable Force, using your favorite characters in Arena, Blitz, and Raid Store, and it's actually going to help you generate points towards unlocking materials. But the thing is look, guys, there's 6 days remaining, and we got 2,000 points already from the first day, just me regularly going through Arena, raids, as well as just blitzing a rotation for the rewards. And with this being a 6-7 day milestone, 7,800 milestone points total, you don't need to stress on actually going through blitz all the time. Just make sure you're doing your 5 arenas and raids and so forth, and you're going to be in a really good spot. Something else that's a favorite part of my day, and it refreshes a few times, is actually going through, taking a look at the supply store and see what's changed, right? So these augmented pieces that are in the top right, I have been spending gold on it here, as you can see, to maximize my high roller, but it's been pretty good because if you have gold and you need to use it, which in this case I do, that's been really nice. And I just take usually a quick look of the material, what's lower, and seeing if I need to buy anything. And generally anything less than 1,000 I usually try to buy. So these guys here, Yeah, we have green material, but the fact is, it's a good spot to buy just to spend a little bit of gold. Blitz store, I don't usually do too much, to be honest, unless you guys want to capitalize on the superior basic catalyst. But otherwise, I think a lot of folks are just hoarding if they've already gotten the 7 stars for many of these characters. Raid store, nothing much going on here as well, guys. Generally, there's characters. I highly recommend Cloak. Yeah, he's the obvious one if you can get the 7 stars already. But otherwise, I go through here usually just take a look at. I know with orange gear, it is something that's lacking, especially Mystic gear. So I try to use the raid credits there when I can, especially when we've already been saving up a lot of raid credits here. But otherwise, not too much. If there's characters you need, definitely this is a good one to farm. Arena store, I usually just leave it for now. We know that Ghost Spider is coming, so it's going to be good to farm here. But otherwise, these other ones, unless they get cheaper, you know, not really worth mentioning, to be honest. War store, this is a good one. The one I keep an eye out for now is Scarlet Spider, just because he's been newly added to the game. But as well, if I see that we do need teal gear here, as you can see, I do like to use it on these ones here. They're a little bit cheaper. We get 2 per, but otherwise, those are really the ones I focus on, unless I'm needing uniques and mini uniques. Same thing with the Cosmic Crucible store right now. I'm actually just holding back on this right now, saving the credits as I go through each of the different modes against enemies. Right now, you know, there might be some new stuff coming out, but this would be a good time to save this right now, in my opinion. And then lastly, I do check the ISO 8 store here just to see if anything's kind of lower, because you can actually target it, right? And it is generally an easier time to actually stock up, so you can get it guaranteed as opposed to farming it via ISO 8. But otherwise, guys, that covers the store aspect. That covers all the energy usages now. Now it's just really more so about just going through and ensuring you claim the awards for the milestones, but as well as there's anything you want to hit. Generally with the high roller, guys, I try to spend about 2.3 million, so that way at least I can go down and actually get all these materials down here. Yeah, they're not the greatest, but honestly, we're getting something at that point, and I'm just leveling characters I need right now. And currently, I'm building up heroes as guardians, so that's the game plan right now, just to build them up at least a little bit before more announcements of how the nodes are going to look. But that's just my preemptive preparation there. And then otherwise, guys, the last thing I usually do to wrap up my day here, in terms of outside of, you know, logging on to claim the energy and farming, is actually just checking the raids, right? Obviously, our alliance has standards here. For this specifically, we're going through 100% alpha raid, so I'll just go through, do my daily attacks here. And generally really quick, especially alpha, beta, and gamma more specifically now too, especially with the auto save raid. You can see we just go through. Do the attacks that's required, and yeah, that's it. That's the end of that, honestly. Especially when your teams are already streamlined and it's easy to go through. And generally, at this point, when I use it all here, my teammates will finish up and clean up, so we're good to go there. So raid duties are actually pretty low. So now I'll switch gears to Doom here, and I may not be able to capture all this on camera here, but let's take a look. Yeah, we do see a couple battles here that we need to do. So yeah, I'll generally go through and do these attacks here, because we do try to aim for the 60% right now in Doom 3. But I'm not going to show it on video here, guys, just because just to save you time. But yeah, this is probably what's going to take me about 5 to 10 minutes to go through and do my attacks there. And then otherwise, that's pretty much it for daily duties, guys. Especially with no events going on, it's actually super chill login. So I mean, total time frame to log in is probably about 10 to 15 minutes after I'm done with all the raids, guys. And then generally later on in the evening, that's when I'll log back in to do my attacks here. Especially, I guess it won't matter now because the event's over that previous milestone that we had. But now I can go in and actually do some arena attacks to make sure I try to stay in the top 50 with my Darkhold team. And then utilize my high roller, guys. So I hope this is able to help. We don't necessarily need to do blitz right now. Like I said earlier, if you're going through the motions and making sure you're doing your dailies, you guys will be able to get that web milestone. And last but not least, guys, it's just going through and making sure your daily objectives are done. So because we have the autos already done, this is why I love the aspect of this game now, where we could just go ahead and just claim everything. And it's just beautiful because all these are already done automatically when we go through and actually make those little minimal changes there. Only thing left now that's remaining is actually waiting for the reset, which happens in 10 hours for advancing the alliance here, and then as well as doing 2 more raid battles. But everything else we pretty much got, so that pretty much puts it a wrap in terms of the daily objectives here. And, oh, sorry guys, one last thing. Because we do have the victory blueprint milestones, highly recommend going to the war store actually And there is this bottom left war credits that you can actually purchase right now, especially with the credits saved up, and that's just going to help towards the milestone, right? So again, as a reminder, this is one of the few instances that we can actually unlock the ISO 8 blue, the level 2 blue 4 here for the iron. So there you go. Hope this video is able to help and give you guys perspective and how I play my account. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know what you guys do in your daily routine. I'm really curious how it differs from mine. But thank you as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one.